Okay, with this is the one with the bad RF jack. So I am going to remove the RF modulator. And it looks like someone already may have removed this thing. No, they've just reflowed solder. It doesn't look like they've removed it though. Alright. Looks like I didn't let it heat up long enough. I think those are all free. This thing's a little bit clogged. That should do it. Well, let's check it out. Oh, I missed one. Let's try that again. Alright. RF modulator. Interesting. Anyway, that's how you take that off of a Coleco. And I will clean up them solder joints from this side. Should be able to do that. And I will try to get me a replacement RF jack, RCA jack. Alright guys. Alright guys, I'm taking a look at this guy since I removed it. And I think this might be a ground failure, because this thing, if you look at it, see how it moves around in there? That is supposed to be tacked to this frame, because that's what grounds it. This outside thing is the ground, and it's supposed to be grounded through this. And it kind of came loose. So I'm going to try just soldering this thing to this at a couple of points and then put it back in. And it should be fine. So I'm going to do that. Okay, let's see if we can't do this. Just try to hodgepodge this thing up here so it doesn't move. Ouch, that is super hot, as expected. But that worked out really good. But I'd like to get this side tacked down too. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Need a really hot iron. And that looks awesome. Let's take a look at what we got here. Just a couple solder points. It's super hot, of course. Got a good meld on there, a good weld, you know. A good solder weld there. And up here, it's really connected there. It's really grounded now. I think that's the problem. So I'll put that back in here and we'll try it out. And look at that, this is the guy. Bad RF jack. And I have it plugged in. And I've got the other three up here too. But this is the one that I just repaired, and it's perfect now. No loud buzzing, no funkiness. I can mess with the jack and it doesn't flake out. Messing with the jack and it's perfect. So that was the fix for that. Okay. So now we got 3 of them that are pretty good to go. They just need the these, you know. And then one of them is dead. See, and it does that. It turns off. It doesn't turn off. That is just like a screensaver. It's built into the thing. You just hit reset and it'll come back up. So yeah, okay. Success. Alright, now I'm just waiting on those edge connectors to come in. And just for S's and G's, I removed the CPU, the Z80, out of one of the good Colecos, and I put a socket in there, and I'm going to run the fluke. I'm going to run it with the fluke. I've got it all hooked up. Let me go ahead and switch on the power and switch on the power here. This is all. And there it goes. It's on. You can hear it's making a weird noise. I'm going to run the UUT. There it is. Got the fluke running the Colecovision. I'm going to do a learn function, and I'm going to learn the ROM and all that regions for this. So we'll do a learn at 0 to FFFF. And I'm going to let that go through and do its thing. I'm going to learn all of what all the RAM and the ROM BIOS and that stuff is. So cool. And when I have a cartridge and have a cartridge put in there and powered up, then it should read that, and that would come up as another ROM region. But I'm kind of curious as to I want to get RAM regions and stuff so that I can test that bad one, because the bad guy, I also removed the Z80 and put a socket in the dead one. And this Z80 is good. I tested this Z80 in that Coleco and it does work. The Z80 did anyway. So the idea is to get some fluke information, to learn some fluke information here so that I can use it against this guy and see if this has maybe a RAM problem, or it's not reading the BIOS or something. You know, not reading the RAM, maybe it's a decoding thing on here. So that's the idea behind doing this. So I'm going to let this go ahead and do its thing, and I'll be back. Okay, I did get some valuable information. I got the ROM, the BIOS ROM is right there, 0 to 1FF with a signature of ECC9. And I got RAM. This is the two 2114s that the CPU uses, 6000 to 63FF. Now what I've learned, that's all the information that this gave me. What I've learned over doing some research is this guy right here is the graphics processor, and it's what uses these RAM. This is the video processor, this guy right here. Yeah, so this Z80 does not access this stuff. It just accesses this is its main program memory, the BIOS ROM, and I would bet, no, I'm sure of it because I can see the traces going to this. The Z80 also reads the game cartridge. So I will, when I get these parts, when I solder these in, I'll put a cartridge in and I'll run this again, and I'll learn that range for the ROM, for the game ROM. So yeah, pretty cool. I think what I want to do is I want to desolder and remove the bad, or the video processor from the bad board, and maybe remove this one and swap back and forth. Little process of elimination there, and see if this, putting this one in that bad dead board, will bring that video to life, because it's just completely dead video, so nothing going on. Okay, that is it.